Inquiry-based learning. What is inquiry-based learning? It's mainly involving the learner and leading him to understand. Inquiry here implies on the possessing skills and attitude of yours, which allows you to ask questions about new resolutions and issues while you are gaining new information. It is an approach to teaching and learning in which the classroom environment is characterized by the student being the active participant while the teacher's role is decentralized.
The four forms of inquiry-based learning: confirmation inquiry, structured inquiry, guided inquiry, open inquiry. Confirmation inquiry. Learners are given a question as well as a method, to which the end result is already known. The goal is to confirm the results. This enables learners to reinforce already established ideas and to practice their investigative skills. Structured inquiry. Learners are given the question and the method of achieving their result, but the goal is to provide an explanation that is already supported by evidence gathered during and through the investigative process. Guided inquiry. Learners are only given a question. The main goal is to design the method of investigation and then test the question itself. This type of inquiry is not typically as structured as the previously mentioned forms. Open inquiry. Learners must form their own questions, design investigative methods, and then carry out the inquiry itself. They must present the result at the end of the process.
Let's move on with the characteristics of inquiry-based learning. We have authentic. Authentic work is work that the world needs done and is characterized by knowledge building, not knowledge consumption and regurgitation. Academic rigor. Academic rigor requires that students engage in intellectually challenging tasks that entail discipline. Inquiry challenges are generally accepted assumptions of students' abilities. Working in inquiry-based ways, we continually find that children are capable of far more than adults might normally expect. By challenging assumptions about child development, we see evidence of how development both affects and affects learning, and how learning also affects and affects development. Learning in the world. Students address questions and issues that are relevant to the curriculum but also related to the world outside school. For example, students studying the water quality and supply of the Bow River address problem posing and problem solving. Such projects also require students to work in groups to communicate, make decisions, and apply project management skills with the guidance of their teachers. In strong inquiry work, students become engaged in tasks that adults undertake. Digital technologies. Appropriate and meaningful integration of technology extends and enhances student thinking when it is integrated into all stages of their exploration. Exposing students to a variety of technologies such as video conferencing, simulation, databases, multimedia, and hypermedia software allows them to choose the best one to assist in the initial stages of research and communication with their audience both inside and outside the classroom. Technology also allows parents to communicate with teachers and stay abreast of their child's progress. Next, we have active exploration. Active exploration in relation to robust Inquiry requires students to become involved in authentic investigations using construction, fieldwork, laboratory work, interviews, and studio work. Various ways to present the findings of inquiry give students the opportunity to extend their understanding. Active exploration builds upon current research in the discipline and invites the children's natural curiosity, creativity, effervescence, and engagement. Next, we have connecting with experts. It is necessary for students to communicate with experts to enhance the inquiry. This allows them to get a picture of what is relevant and topical in the discipline. Experts should recognize the student's work as worthy of the discipline. And the last one, we have assessment for learning. Teachers' wisdom, the character of discipline, and knowledge of the Alberta Program of Studies guide the selection of assessment criteria. At the outset of the study, students set clear criteria that is continually revisited and extended throughout the inquiry. Through ownership and involvement in the assessment process, students develop key understandings and skills and become increasingly self-reflective through targeted feedback. Formative assessment involves all participants. Ongoing feedback should be offered to students from teachers, peers, staff, and experts. Student learning is strongly supported by feedback at all stages of the inquiry and is critical for cultivating deep understanding. How technology used in inquiry-based learning. First, enhancing interest and motivation. Second, providing access to information. Third, allowing active, customizable representations. Fourth, structuring the process with tactical and strategic support. Fifth, diagnosing and correcting errors. And the last one is managing complexity and aiding production.